Hello, the listeners, on the next episode of Means for War podcast. James here and
Bart here, as always.
welcome, people. We have as always, a lot to talk about. Please, Bart, introduce our listeners what we will be talking about today.
I'm not quite sure what we will talk about today, but for sure we'll talk about Malediction, because we played a lot of this awesome game.
And not even playing, but playing is one part of the hobby, painting as well, because I do believe you painted something, I painted something as well, so we will probably talk about this. But there is something going on with StarCraft as well.
Because the wave 2 of models, heavy support for armies, has been revealed, and of course we painted all of them.
That's the one thing. The second thing, we'll talk probably about the situation with the StarCraft, because it is a stuff and topic to talk about. And of course you will get from us a whole batch of news from Wargaming world, as always.
So let's go, James.
Yeah, let's start. Let's go. I am obsessed. This is a right word with Malediction. It's small system. Discord of the Malediction is actually about 1,000 people, I do believe, something like that.
Around,
small
yeah.
small community. The system is starting off. It's very easy right now to get everything and have everything. That's also nice, because when you are entering the big systems, it's very hard, to be a completionist, right? I don't have system where I am complete. Let's say like that. I know you have, or you're very close to have everything.
I have everything already.
And in Malediction 2, I'm close to having everything in Malediction 2 as well. I need 2 secret decks, but nonetheless, the game. What do you like the most about the system, about the gameplay, where, why we are playing comparing to other war games?
I think that the most exciting thing about this system is that we recruited so many players inside our workshop, so we have plenty of opponents to play.
That's a story, because actually originates from me a little bit. You came from Essen.
Yes.
You saw Malediction there. You told us that it's a nice system. I wrote a blog post about it, where you had the, interview with one of the guys from Malediction. From Brasilia, with one of the Brazilians.
Yeah, that's technically correct.
Yeah, that's technically correct. Yeah, and then after that, I started reading about the system, because, I got quite interested after the blog. After that interview, the concept of the game, where the cards meet the wargaming table, was quite interesting. And then I saw the miniatures, and I kind of fell in love with them. So I grabbed the starter boxes we had in our shop, and with cunning precision, I found one started for 4 people in our studio, including me, of course. And this is how it started. I was quite surprised how easily you bought the new system. Wojtek, one of our painters, and Patrick, one of the guy from e-commerce, they even didn't see the game and haven't read about it a lot, and they took the starters and let's go.
We just told them, hey, it is a cool game.
Cool game.
Let's try.
We'll play. We can play all with our studio and stuff. And right now we've got like a quite 7, 8 people
around
something like that. So yeah, this is one thing.
And we have a plan to spread this system in our local community too.
Yeah. So Malediction, if you are hearing us, listening to us, don't be, surprised when you see some orders coming from Poland more. So if you will see that, contact us, because this is our job, right? So yeah. Yeah, but about the system, in my opinion, the originality of this game doesn't end on only, synergy with cards and miniatures, in my opinion. There is a lot of smaller mechanics inside the game system, which makes it very original. And one part of it is, in my opinion, is terrain system.
I can agree with you. Right now we have 4 terrains types, and each terrain type has own rules, which you can use to boost the possibilities of your army. For example, if you have a slow army like Legion, you want to use terrains which give you a boost to the movement.
Which is funny, because the Legion terrain doesn't provide this.
Yeah. When you have army with a lot push and pull mechanics, you want to use these bloody terrains from
Yeah,
Primal Blood,
from Primal Blood,
which
they deal
damage when you enter or when you start your actions. So the terrains are very important, especially that the game starts from this terrain placing. It is a big part of the tactic. Terrain placing, husk placing, it is a step before the first turn, and it is already super, super important because it determines how you will spread on the table, where you will focus your army, and that's why it is maybe it's not so unique, because in many war games we have different terrain rules and stuff like this, but in Malediction it is very, very, very close connected to how your army
game
performs.
starts, the game with the terrain and those rules, the game starts before, putting the units on the table, right? So, and it's not predetermined in any way, right? Because like in 40K, you've got mission cards which states the terrain. In Shatterpoint, you've got free will how you will set up the table. I do believe many war games use terrain not as a part of a mechanic, but as additional.
Right now in 11th edition, we have predetermined placement of the terrains.
Yeah, placement of the terrains, and the terrain is the objective as well right now. So but like I'm thinking about, I don't know how it works in Infinity or Warcraft or other systems, but yeah, in Malediction, terrain matters, and matters how you place the terrain during your initial phase of the game, right?
Yeah, another strong point of Malediction. We played a couple of games, maybe not dozens of games, but definitely a couple of games.
It's still fresh.
It's still fresh, but it feels balanced. Each army is strong. Each army has really strong units, but somehow it is still a balanced feeling of the gameplay.
And it's still unique. Each faction is unique, like played a little bit with white deck, let's say like this. But yes, each deck requires, a different approach to tackle the enemy. So the uniqueness is a thing. But as you said, it feels balanced, because as I won the games against the green player, I lost the games against the green player, because like the decks were completely different.
Card pool right now is quite small, but inside the army you probably have 2 or 3 different approaches to your army construction and your army main performance engine.
Our starters, which contained 2 Seekers, were with like 60, 80 cards, something like that. And with that, you've got some possibilities right now. What is, in my opinion, as well a strong point, at least for now, for Malediction, is that you know what you are buying in terms of cards. It doesn't, make the same mistake which makes the it's not a mistake from maybe financial point of view, but you know what you're getting in the Seeker deck. You know what you're getting in the starters.
Yeah, despite it is advertised as
a card game
of card game and war game, it is more like LCG than TCG.
Yes, but there is, why we are speaking about Malediction is as well, we are now in the midst of the second wave, let's say, or third wave, whenever we will look.
It will be a second wave of expansion.
Second wave of expansion, because the first wave was 2 Seekers, and right now, next to the additional Seekers, they added something called booster or reinforcement packs, something like that, and it won't be a booster like in a Magic the Gathering style, so you know what you're buying. You know what miniatures you have.
14 cards,
something like that. Three units.
3 units, and the rest.
The additional stuff, right? So yeah, you know what you're buying. You know if this booster will fit your army or not, etc., etc. And if you're a completionist, let's say, you don't need to buy 10 of them just to find 1 card or 1 unit.
They also announced 2 new Seekers for this year
as well.
It would be Primal Brood Seeker and Legion Seeker.
Yes, because we've got 2 Seekers for the.
We got 2 Seekers with mixed colors, and probably the new ones would be Mono Seeker, but it's not confirmed.
Okay. But I'm actually happy with what they've shown. How about you?
I will buy anywhere. Anyway, I really love the game. It is one of the best war games I ever played because it's quick, it's easy to learn, it's hard to master.
That's true.
We can play 2 or 3 battles
In one go.
Which is quite unique. 40k is like what, 2-3 hours for the one battle, and we played recently. We played War Master with Wojtek from studio, and it took us like 6 hours to complete the battle.
What?
5 or 6 hours.
War Master 6 hours?
Yeah.
Holy crap. Okay.
So this is a big advantage that you can grab your cards, grab your models.
Table enemy in the second
Table
round.
enemy, yeah.
Yeah, that's, yeah. This is also a possibility.
Another important and interesting is that the Malediction has 2 versus 1, 2 versus 2, and 3 for all modes.
Yeah, we tried this 2 versus 1, and it felt balanced as well. Both sides have, I think, equal chances to win the game, especially if you are actually trying to, cooperate with your second partner. If you are in the 2 team, right? We didn't with my partner. We played against bot, and I had the wrong deck, and we failed miserably. So
yeah, it was slaughter.
It was a slaughter. So yeah, it happens as well. If you've got a bad deck, there are certain things that you can make bad. Sometimes the game does bad things for you. So let's say you've got bad throws, bad pulls.
It is a card game, so you have to find the connections between the cards and the
perfect balance, what you actually have inside the deck, knowing whatever you will pull, you will sort something out on the table, right? So yeah, that's it. Plus, experience from positioning and stuff also matters. Because I lack of this, and you have this a lot, plenty, I would say. So whatever. I will get my revenge someday, but that's it for my Malediction. You want to add something?
Not for now. I can't wait for the next battle, and for the next week we have scheduled definitely a one meeting with guys in the workshop. So I can't wait.
Yeah, and guys, if you're listening to us from Malediction, Loot Studios, give us a thumbs up, maybe comment.
Yeah, and if you are looking for a cool skirmish fantasy game, it is one of the best.
With unique miniatures and with unique mechanics and great gameplay.
Yeah, so if you have a chance to try, it is worth.
I'm trying to think now a bad thing about this game, and I don't find any right now. This is unique. Really, I'm trying to find something.
We are now in the hype stage.
Probably.
So maybe in a month or 2, we will have a different conversation.
Maybe. We will share this conversation with you, of course. So that's it for Malediction about now. But let's move on to the second main topic, which we have in our minds, which is StarCraft.
It is StarCraft.
It is StarCraft. We received our order. Finally.
After so many months, we placed an order in April.
Yes, like most of people after the pre-orders opened, right?
And right now we have August.
How many months? April, May, June, July. 4 months. 4 months. Yeah.
It's quite okay if you consider how long different Kickstarters work. But at the same time, we expected to have by this time already released Wave 2.
Wave 2, yeah. Released our Wave and Wave 3 in the works, I do believe. August was actually planned to release the Wave 3, I do believe, in the original roadmap that was. Of course, those change, right? You don't know everything when you are planning these things. How many things will turn out. There can be problems with production, with systems inside your business model, right? Because you may be delivered before smaller projects, but project when it's growing, you need also a background for the deliveries, for the packaging. Many things can go wrong there. And I want to ask you, how do you think they are doing their job right now? Considering and also, giving them a fair share of, things may go wrong.
I believe that they finally see a light at the end of this long tunnel, because as far as we know, they rolled an update today from the newsletter, that European Union shippings are complete.
Nearly complete, 200 orders, I do believe.
And the North America will receive their orders by the end of the August, and the rest of the world is in progress. So the initial wave is almost complete. Retailers, I believe, have a street date by the end of the August. So I hope that they will find a balance right now with the constant supply of models, and due to that they produce everything in-house.
Yeah, they don't outsource
I
anything.
believe they won't have such problems as, for example, Atomic Mass Games had with Star Wars Legion, or previously Cool Mini or not with Assault of Ice and Fire, with outsourcing miniatures produced like board games, so in waves. Because when some stuff is sold out, you have to wait 4, 6, 8 months for the restock.
Yeah.
Because it has to be produced, loaded to the containers in China, loaded to the ships,
Getting the shipping, the shipping, the customs, the everything, right?
And because Archon has own factory, which is quite big, and they, I believe, have quite big possibilities with their own warehouse and own machines, and I believe that they started to making their own cardboard boxes. So
really?
Yeah,
I didn't know that. Okay.
So I hope that they will be able to keep the retailers stocked, because that's how you maintain the game, and that's how you maintain the stable community growth.
And the momentum.
There is, from my own experience, there is nothing worse than the player who wants to start an army, and you are
cannot do
visiting
this.
one store, second store, third store, and it's sold out, sold out, sold out, sold out. So they have wave 2 announced already. Yesterday they did a live stream, and they showed the siege tank, the Ravager, the Immortal, and
The Immortal and the
new Zeratul.
The new Zeratul, which is not a promo miniature, is normal Zeratul.
Wave 3 is probably work in progress.
Should be in this moment. In this moment, it should be in progress, work in progress. If they want to keep a momentum, yes.
So all they need is to keep this initial spark, or maybe reignite this initial spark, because so many people ordered in April. Now we have middle of the summer, so they will need to do at least something to hype people for the autumn, for the winter, to play games, maybe to support the tournaments, to support the community.
Yes, because the hype is very, very difficult to maintain.
I believe that the Archon Studio is right now in the most critical point of the game life.
For the game, for the system.
If they will succeed right now, we will have this game for so many years. They delivered a good game already.
That's a thing.
With cool models, with good rules. So I cross my fingers for the further development of this title.
Yeah, me too, of course.
I hope that the success of this game will open a way to create a Warcraft tabletop.
Yeah, this is like the long run.
By the way, Dungeons and Dragons announced the collaboration with World of Warcraft
and Star Wars.
And Star Wars, yes.
Like
at the Gen Con.
The Elves will have lightsabers now, so like, yeah.
Did you play World of Warcraft?
I played World of Warcraft, played Warcraft 2 and Warcraft 3. So like, yeah, I do believe I ended up playing World of Warcraft on the Lich King expansion. After that, I was like grown-up man with responsibilities, so so I didn't have time to get into clan and raids.
I get back for like 2 months for the War Within expansion. It is the previous expansion of WoW, and it was a cool, nostalgic roller coaster.
I had a moment to enter, like there was a thought. There is a Warcraft Classic, and I thought, okay, maybe this is for me. And then I thought, yeah, this is for me, especially with the fact that I have time to play maybe 2-3 hours per week. Yeah, of course, MMORPG game, that's the perfect timetable for the game, this type of games, right? Yeah, we know.
So yeah, the StarCraft is rolling. We will start painting a lot of StarCraft sets for you.
And if you haven't seen already, we've got a video on our YouTube channel with full, showcase of the new models painted by our studio,
From Wave 2, yeah.
From a Wave 2, which were shown on the official live stream of the Archon studio. So if you've seen the live stream or you've seen our video, these are our models, right? Yeah. So that was about the StarCraft. Right now, let's get into other news.
Are you waiting for Amazon show in 40K universe, James?
Of course, yes, I do.
Really?
No, yes, of course. Like, how would you wouldn't want to, get the Space Marines on the screen with a story, with actual,
Okay, I really waited for the Lords of the Rings.
I didn't.
But I did. And
I saw the catastrophe.
And it was a big disappointment. So I'm really afraid of 40K franchise in the hands of Amazon.
I would say opposite quite, because I'm watching the Fallout and they made a pretty good job with a sci-fi, apocalyptic future, let's say like this. 40K is kind of apocalyptic, let's say like that, but in over terms, everyone are reaching their demise sooner or later. If you're a guardsman, it will be sooner. If you're a Primarch, maybe later.
So their success rate is 50%. We can roll on 4+. We will receive a good show.
Say it. They had what gives me some hope whenever Amazon touches something sci-fi. And I think they are trying to get some sci-fi franchises, because Mass Effect is also on the works as well, which I have high hopes because
Prosh.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Mass Effect is on the go. Expanse. The Expanse. Have you watched the Expanse?
Yes.
Right? Yes. Let's say Fallout. Let's say the Man in High Castle. Have you watched? It's also
the first season only.
But still, they are delivering sci-fi. Naming the sci-fi system, which was bad from Amazon. Yeah.
No idea.
Yeah, no idea. Maybe you haven't watched bad system. You don't watch bad things, right? But still, I have hopes. I
believe that I saw a rumor about the animated Deathwatch series.
Yeah, there is a Deathwatch series. Yeah, there will be a Deathwatch series animated. But yeah, this is what we are talking about right now is not set anywhere. There was no press release. We're talking about this stuff about 40K Amazon, the set Deathwatch animation. It's just pulled out from Amazon financial records that they need to make statements. Long story short, of course, because we can talk more about this. They showed their financial statements, which are public.
So it is quite a leak. From the documents.
Yeah, it's a leak from the documents, but it shows us that the show is going on, and it will be. We'll see the first episodes sooner or later, right? So this is it. If it goes from Amazon, there will be Age of Sigmar as well, secret level. That's what I'm in the next batch.
In the second season, yeah?
Season, let's say that. If you can season something which every episode tells a different story, in the second part batch of those stories from the secret level. So we'll see how they will go with this. So,
and I mentioned the Warhammer Plus, and this service will receive an increase in price, but
if you're a subscriber to Warhammer Plus for full year, or you will pay full year in advance, you'll get not one free miniature, but 2 miniatures. Because before, if you're not familiar with it, you needed to choose if you want 40K miniature or Age of Sigmar miniature. And for me, it was always a difficult choice, even if I would, have my heart closer to 40K. And that's why I chose...
Because some of miniatures from Warhammer Plus were stunning.
Were very cool. I took the Inquisitor at the year 3. Year 4, which I'm in the cycle right now, I took Aldari. But I was thinking very, very thoughtful if I don't want the Osiarch miniature from that.
I believe that it's not Osiarch, it is Soulblight.
It's Soulblight, so yeah. Undead vampires,
Necromancer.
Yeah, Necromancer stuff, this both starts with Z. So this is it.
So Warhammer Plus is changing. I hope they will finally update the Vault because they are rolling a single issue of White Dwarf every week, and that's all. And the queue of the old rule books, which might be published in the Warhammer Vault, is massive. I'm not sure why they abandoned this part of the Warhammer Plus.
I don't know. I don't like subscribe Warhammer Plus for those things we are saying right now. So like I cannot tell you more. For me, Warhammer Plus, what is Warhammer Plus? In price of normal miniature, because like let's say like this is really close.
Yeah.
Like you're getting free miniature, so it's not free miniature. I'm paying for the miniature. Plus for that, I've got whole batch of movies and application 40k app because I'm using it to build armies and stuff.
Yeah, I believe that the GW has no clear goal what they want to achieve with Warhammer Plus. If it is their own platform to teach people how to play Warhammer, or maybe it is their own platform to tell about the lore, about I don't know, because animations are okay, but
they are not like on the.
Don't get me wrong, they are super cool, but it's only a handful of them.
Yes, that's true. There are some series which are like mini series, let's say like that. Hammer and Bolter is like every episode is a different story. There's no connection between those, which are cool. I love the Transcend one, and I love the Lucius the Eternal one of my favorites.
Or if it has to be a vault for the lore, I don't see a clear goal for this.
I personally used a lot of painting videos over there. Like I can surely say that I felt confident more with painting different like materials after watching their videos. They are really cool. They are teaching their way of painting minis because, as we know, you can paint miniatures on very different ways. Like let's say you can use airbrush, you can use contrast paints.
I just have a fear that they decided to increase the price and add a second model to justify lack of the content on other fronts.
Maybe because like I think many people are paying the subscription for Warhammer Plus, not for miniatures and not for the content on Warhammer Plus. They are paying because they have 4 armies which they have rules on at the hand, not in the codex, which can be outdated very, very quickly. And everything else is, addition. And if the additions are additions, there will be always addition. Maybe worth, maybe not worth the time.
And speaking of rules and stuff like this, what's your opinion on 11th edition of 40k? 1 month after the release, I believe.
It flew over my head. I will be like completely honest with you. I bought the paper for the 11th edition. I wanted to play it with my brother because 11th edition came and right now I was more hyped about the StarCraft rather than 11th edition right now. How about you?
Speaking of financial results of GW, because they announced,
I haven't seen those.
They announced their finances, and it is a 5% growth,
yes,
I believe.
Yeah, you're speaking about the annual stuff. Yeah. Yes, they
Speaking of from this perspective, we are completely wrong.
But you know that we should look at the financial reports when the
maybe I just expected something more bombastic from the 11th edition release. Like a big event is happening, like something.
We talked about this before.
Yeah, ground-shaking event in the universe.
We talked about this before, and I think I will repeat myself a little bit from a handful podcasts ago. That we were talking about those lore books added to some stuff. So there were Archon warriors, there was Maelstrom, there was Yarick, and 500 Worlds.
Yeah.
We wanted to see a bigger picture in it, and we wanted, I should say, I wanted to, like the 11th edition should be the pinnacle of that, storytelling, let's say like that.
Or the beginning of something new.
Yes, like the Arcs of Omen and the last edition release.
Yeah, like a new primer.
And there was nothing. You know, we are fighting again on Armageddon. The war is eternal. The Yarick returns.
For the fourth time.
You've got your Primarch. Yarick returns, which I like. I love the mini. I love the Yarick. Like I say, Cafias Kane got his own model. Yeah, I love that.
And you have already this model.
Yes,
yeah?
I built it. I built it yesterday. So like, yes, great. But come on, in the world of 40k, nothing significant happened. Another battle, another planet. Yeah, even not another. Already well known with books in it and stuff. Like like I feel either I'm missing something out, or I feel like we should get something more. I feel incomplete when I'm thinking about 11th edition start.
I just miss this big beat.
Yeah.
This event, this new hero, new monster, new enemy.
But this is what I like in the sci-fi universes, because like I have heavy attachment to some of those. I love Star Wars, I love Mass Effect, I love I will name more probably, but what I like in them.
Or maybe this event that the Emperor is awakening and the Grey Knights are fighting with the custodies.
They were trying to do something like this in the release, and like the Emperor moved, and what's coming after? Nothing. Yeah, he moved, and there are no repercussions for the world with that. Or maybe we are waiting for something to brew. I don't know. I hoped. No, this is a good way of saying I don't hope. I hoped we'll get something more.
Yeah,
but I stopped.
Or maybe Gilliman goes rogue and creating Imperium Secundus, like during the Horus Heresy. So we will have a clash between the Gilliman and the Lion.
Codex Astartes does not support this action, you know. You know.
Yeah, I know that they.
Or I will say it in simple language. The space book says it's wrong.
I'm quite sure that they won't do this.
You heretic. Yeah, so what I like to think is the emperor who sat on the throne is not the same emperor which will stand from it. So like, this is a probable cause.
Or another idea, okay, we have a Gaskull, we have another Armageddon. Why not another part of War of the Beast and the Siege of Terra with orcs, for example?
Let's say like the Armageddon fails.
We need a bigger scale of events in 40k to make them truly exciting.
Because what changes on the Armageddon
every time we were told that Imperium is 1 million of words, billions of people, fronts on the left, fronts of the right, Imperium Pacifica, Imperium Nihilus, Imperium Sanctus, and when the events are happening, it's always one tiny planet and the story of 2 units fighting with each other.
I mean, Armageddon is actually a little bit bigger. Armageddon is a little bit bigger, but like, what are...
Yeah, Armageddon in theory is bigger, but when you are digging into the lore, it is actually a story about Yarick driving from the city to a city and surviving the bombardment.
Yeah. Yeah, that sums it up pretty well, actually.
And one orc with his buddies chasing him on this way.
Yeah, and happy to do so because Yarick is a worthy opponent. Yeah, and that's it.
Let's be honest, this is the current state of the fluff for this campaign.
There was a house reach as well, but yeah.
House reach was from the previous one.
Yeah.
I'm speaking about the resurrection.
Most recent one, yeah.
I don't want to be a grognard, or I just wanted to express my feelings about this, that we need more epic stuff inside the 40k.
I think I said enough on this matter as well. I stopped hoping at this moment. So like, I'm going to read my Krieg books in the silence of, wanting something more. I've got Cafias Kane books as well to go. And when I will finish those, I will also read the second book.
I ordered a book about what's this Magos from Mechanicum is called.
Grill? No, Grill
Belisarius.
Belisarius. Okay, Grill was the next to the Jurten Creek. Yeah,
this book is called Archmagos, and the release is next week, I believe. And from the description, it is about the Belisarius searching a way to actually close the Great Rift.
Oh, So maybe there is something happening in the lore.
maybe something is happening in the lore, but maybe we are searching in the wrong places.
Maybe.
We expected to actually have a good lore in the main releases for the war game.
And maybe these are
maybe the good lore is somewhere else.
The second part of Transen and Oricon book is
Can't wait for this dynamic duo.
Yes.
I totally can't wait.
Yeah, I think, in my opinion, they should fuck already. So, like, it's a gay couple, in my opinion.
And right now, when I have a perspective for the Trazen character, I get back to the Fall of Kedia events.
Yeah, he was present.
And it is a super fun thing thinking about how the Belisarius and the Trazen are working, knowing how the Trazen thinks about Imperium, about the Adeptus, about everything around.
If you connect the dots, it's very, it's funny how to see how some pictures merge in this universe. Yeah, that's true.
Trazen is an asshole.
No, he is, I would say more. He actually is one Necron which actually cares about something.
Yeah, but at the same time, he cares about super tiny things. He's selfish. He's an asshole.
He's kleptomaniac on the first side, and like the man who tries to, collect. It's not collecting in a good way. I want to get some passion, to be passionate about. He's trying to have stuff to not forget, and there is a huge fear that you will forget, that something will vanish and will be forgotten. And it highly resembles the Necrons and their state in the lore as the someone who tries to, the race who tries itself to not be erased from the history. And it sums up the whole faction pretty well in the person of Transen and of Oricon, because I do believe Oricon is the same. Transen and Oricon are the same coin with different sides of Necrons, right? So like that's why they are so popular. But coming back to your original thought, this is one of the greatest written, in my opinion, character in the 40k universe altogether, right? So like,
yeah. Speaking of Trazen, I can't wait to already get to the content in Rogue Trader.
Oh, this is
I started on next playthrough with a new character to actually play the new DLC for the Rogue Trader. And right now I'm pretty early. I'm still in Act 1, so it's still the whole expansion ahead of me. But yeah, can't wait.
I can wait when they will update the Transit model, which the Resin one is so outdated, in my opinion. Really, they did a good.
I don't collect Necrons, but I also have a plan to have this badass in my collection.
If there will be a plastic one, I will buy it. Right now, we had a commission where we painted the Resin one.
It's old.
It's old, and let's end at this point with the Transit and stuff. We kind of deteriorated here for the 11th edition and other things with Warhammer.
Yeah, speaking of orcs, the new Nazdreg is going to have a model.
And it's the sign of times that there won't be a release only in the model-wise stuff, but he will be released as a digital character as well.
What does it mean?
Because in the same time we'll get this miniature in the plastic and in the physical form, let's say, he will be released as a playable character for Warhammer. I don't remember if 40k Total War or in the
Total War.
In the Total War, yeah, he will be playable in Total War as well. He has a return. It was a previous model. He had a previous model,
but it was a really old model.
Yeah, I do believe.
I do believe that it was from the 2nd or 3rd edition.
Jesus Christ!
What do you think about Warhammer Heroes idea of random boxes with heroes?
I hate randomness. If I'm buying something, I want to know what I'm buying, and if I'm buying something which don't know I'm buying, I feel weird. I feel at unease because, as I said.
So no loot boxes.
I hate loot boxes
for you.
I hate little boxes. I hate randomization and that's why probably I'm not playing CS or I hated when Battlefront 2 introduced the loot boxes and I didn't play Battlefront 2 as much as Battlefront 1. Although it's probably a good game right now. I'm not earning my money, to spend them on something that I won't know what I will get in return. So, this is it.
I'm speaking about this because we will have the same style of release for the Age of Sigmar.
Yeah.
With Cities of Sigmar models. I actually want 1 or 2 models from this line for my Necromunda collection.
Speaking of Necromunda, the new edition rolled out.
Tomorrow we will have a pre-order.
Yeah. What do you think?
I already secured my box.
Okay.
We had plenty of leaks. The community was angry.
I wanted to say hesitant in enjoyment.
But after some leaks, after the GW announced that many models and legacy models will get a free rules update, and after some explanations of how stuff is working in the new edition, I'm optimistic.
Okay.
I will buy my set, I will read the rules, I will play a battle or 2.
And you will say more.
And then I will check if I want to invest into the rules, because for models, of course, I will buy any new model for the Necromunda to fill my collection, because I have all of them. And actually doing my own games, my own reskins to use these models. But for the new starter set, it's a poor starter set in comparison to old starter sets for the Necromunda, especially to the famous Dark Uprising, where we had 2 full warbands and full table of terrains. But right now it is a few pipes and 8 models per side instead of 10. So shrinkflation.
I wanted to say that isn't that the thing in every starter set released by GW, because we compared as well 11th edition starter to earlier Indomitus and the previous ones. So it's still visible shrinkflation, plasticflation of the miniatures and starter sets. They are starting not to be so great deals as they were used to be. So yeah.
Despite the record year, as we thought, they had the best year ever.
Great. Yeah, great. This is normal. You produce less, you earn more, and you call more for less. So you have to have more revenue. So it's mathematical.
Maybe then they want to squeeze as much money as possible to pump the value and sell to Hasbro.
No, please no.
And we will have everything from the hobby in the hands of Hasbro or another big corporation.
I thought the GW was the final boss of corporations in this world, but I'm thinking about Hasbro.
I believe it is a tiny fish.
Jesus Christ, Hasbro. Looking at what they're doing with D&D right now, it's no. I think you can agree. Looking at what we prepared for the GW part, but I think we talked about record year. We think we are good here. Let's move to the other news, and of course, I wanted to start with Malediction, what we actually did at the beginning. There is a second thing coming on over there with some problems which are still present in my opinion, which is, come on, cool minis or not. So if you don't know, because we talked about this on the previous podcast, but let's make a short summary. Cool minis or not, so a board game publisher and other stuff publisher.
And wargame publisher.
And wargame publisher.
Song of Ice and Fire.
Yeah. One day they were huge. Someday they were huge. They sold many assets because they had a big serious problems on the financial end. It is a very long story.
Yeah, it's a very long story of so many wrong business decisions.
They could add another one, in my opinion, to their portfolio of bad decisions, but
they wanted to invest in NFT
and Web3 and make some tokens. and make stuff which was cool 6 years ago when the digital monkeys were storming the industry of the things that shouldn't be paid for in millions, but actually they were. So like, and then lost value.
I don't know who in the ranks of CMON decided to announce that they have a plan to acquire NFT games company.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a terrible plan, and I'm glad that they passed. I hope they will focus to deliver at least some of their campaigns.
I wanted to say that they didn't said anywhere that it's not their end of the relationship with a blockchain. So like we will have to see if you'll get, digital assets only for you stored in your secure Q-Minis or not vault in a form of non-redeemable and non-soldable NFTs. We'll see how it will turn out. Yes, they should, we are clever in this one because everyone is more clever in business decisions than, come on, Q-Minis or not, right now. Because, come on, give us the games, not a freaking NFT blockchain.
Give us the games you promised to deliver and call it a day, and that's all, and you can close.
That's it about Q-Minis or not. We've got some Infinity stuff and
we have some Infinity stuff. We have some Star Wars Legion and Marvel Crisis Protocol. But this is a good moment to tell you about our newsletter, where you can read in more details.
Because we don't have time to talk about everything right here. Because, we swam towards the 11th edition StarCraft Malediction today. But yeah, there are some stuff worth mentioning in the Infinity, in Parabellum games, so Conquest, Star Wars Legion, and so on. Everything is in the newsletter. So if you want to get...
And not only in newsletter, because we recently started to post on the new social platform called Substack.
Yes. Tell more about this because it's your idea.
The Substack is a place where I'm personally spending more and more time right now. It is, if you remember the good times where the blogger was actually,
I think,
in a peak.
Yeah.
It is something like this. It is a connection of a microblog, a blogger platform or WordPress platform, and with a newsletter email style of receiving new articles. And what's actually good, if you like to read longer forms, it is a good place to dig into stuff, into the hobby stuff, especially.
And we kinda think that you will like it because, if you remember the blog spaces and stuff like this, you probably don't have 13 years or 15 years right now. You're closer to our age, which we remember as well.
Yeah,
those stuff. And that's why we think you will like that.
So we are really slowly developing our Substack
and uploading the content.
Yeah, it requires a lot. It requires a lot of time to actually write something and publish. So
even copy and paste something which we already published somewhere else. So but yeah, we are building it.
So I believe you can expect 1 or 2 articles per month there.
The link is in the description, guys, for the our newsletter to subscribe, and as well for the Substack.
Yeah, it is link to the Substack is probably on our link tree
as well.
This famous link in bio.
Yeah, famous link in bio right now to secure actually info in physical form. Nothing but great knowledge is yours.
We are going towards the end of our podcast, and ahead of us is whole August. And later we will have really busy autumn and winter, because in the war games industry, autumn and winter is the busiest time.
Not counting the normal stuff like Black Friday, the Christmas time, etc. It's right now we are in a better time, let's say, to paint our personal stuff.
Is it safe to say that our listeners will be able to see a bit more long form videos on the YouTube?
This is very true because right now we've got 2 of them, or 3 of them. I'm not counting the previous StarCraft one because it was quite ago. But right now we've got a full presentation of World Bearer's army, where was like 243 models in that whole army, so a huge one with. The miniatures, counting back towards 1998, I do believe, to House Sorcerers. So, like, go check this out. Link is in the description or right now on the top corner, because I will get the card to show up right now. Plus, we've got the StarCraft video. As we said before, there is one,
and a few more unannounced in the queue.
I will spoil one. I think you want to, even if you don't, interest in the system, for the sake of the miniatures, which won some prizes in the beautiful, great contests, which I won't name right now, it will be in the video, where those miniatures took some prizes home. Darkwater, Warhammer Quest Darkwater.
Yeah, it's been one of the best paint jobs from the studio in this year.
So far. Plus, I'm talking about the game in the video because I really like the idea of the game, which actually needs some polishing, but altogether came out great. And I'll just talk about the game with showing the miniatures inside.
And that's in the case of the spoilers for the future. Thank you for listening. Please leave a comment or subscribe if you are listening on YouTube.
If you stayed with us right now, thank you very much. It means a lot of us that we have a great time, and you also had one, because if you stayed till right now, we think that you had a great time as well. So thank you very much. See you on the next one. It was James with you from the Poland Białystok from Minsforo Studio,
and it was Bart,
head of the studio. Cheers. Bye, people. Beautiful people. Have a great day. Bye.